Oh, yeah, it's that time again. Welcome to another episode of the Cunnilingus Corner. I am your host, Flenardo, aka Gemini 7, author Flenardo, poet Freaknardo. Tonight's going to be a wonderful time. We're going to dip into some pages. We're going to taste a juicy plot. We're going to spit out reviews. And at the same time, we're going to get the world to experience, one of my feature authors for the night. Everything is going well. I see y'all coming in. Hey, Marsha. Hey, Steph. Vonne, I see you. Thanks for being the feature author for the night. Um, Man, I can't wait to get in this. We have a shitload of questions that we have to run through tonight. This shit is going to be wicked. Uh, we got people, tuning in from the outside. This shit is gonna be good. Is my voice is okay? Give me a thumbs up. Yes. Hey. Hey, we good. No feedback. Y'all rock with me. Let me know. Um, and I can't wait, man. Wait on somebody to give me a feedback. Say my voice is good. Can you hear me out there? Okay. Yeah. Transplant. What's up? Yeah. Welcome to the show. Okay, got my thumbs up. Good. Like I tell people, I call this show the Cunnilingus Corner because I really wanted people to get into these books. My goal is to get a few readers to come together, read an author, support an author that you love, and share their work with your friends. That is the purpose of the corner. I like to keep it kind of sensual, sexual, because when you get in the corner, everything is good. It's so good that it just makes you want to get in it again. That's what a good book does. You flip the pages, your fingers get sticky, your tongue get moist. You can taste the characters, and that's what it's about: tasting the characters. And when it's so good, you don't want to keep it to yourself. You want to share it with other people. So tonight, man, we're going to have a great time. I mean, these questions is wild tonight, very wicked. Tonight, we're going to be talking about The Red Door by author Vonne. I met her in Huntsville, and, we hit it off instantly. And, I ain't going to hold y'all up talking about everything because we about to bring her on in for a little quick intro. She can introduce herself, and we're gonna get this show going. So let me bring her in. And remember, throughout the show, I'll try to look for y'all questions in the comments. But they do have a comment block that you can type your questions in. If you don't see it, just pull it up, and I'll be scrolling through my screen throughout the show, and I'll get back with you. All right, cool. Well, let me get ready to bring her in so I can introduce her to y'all. Cool. Yeah, she is cool, peeps. Oh, look at the guitars in the background. The ambience is set. Oh my. I guess she got a guitar for everybody. Rick James, Prince. God damn, she's ready. Don't pay me no mind. I can't hear you. Let me cut up my sound. I still can't hear you yet. I can now. Yeah, it's a little low, but I can hear you. We good. Okay. We got you in here early. I had to bring you in early because we got a shitload of questions from a lot of people. And I'm glad that your readers had a chance to come out and support you um, and read some of your material and ask questions tonight. I always tell people I do get a sedative. So if you're a reader tonight, please, you need to inbox me. And I say, hey, I already know we got Tracy. Let me see, Tasha. You need to inbox me because I have a center that I throw out at the end of the show. Marshall, of course. So we're going to get it in. Okay, please, can you please tell the viewers about yourself? Cool, what's up?
of those people who I don't really tell a lot about myself.
Yeah,
I gotta
you
ask
sound about like me. You sound about like me. I have a hard time
you.
writing bios and all that other stuff, so I can feel it. Well, I tell you what, we'll just let your work speak for you because we got a whole bunch of viewers, that have a bunch of questions, so they know. And we're gonna get them to tell them, we're gonna get them to tell the other world about you. How about that?
All right, I'm with that.
Now I do have a question I need to ask you. One of my questions was reading or writing a good book and finishing it. Whether you finish that last page, like that long waited nut, what satisfaction do you get from reading and writing your book or reading anybody's book?
So, ironically, the climax, I have to be fed through each chapter. So, I'm a good book to me is I'm guessing, I'm interested, I feel like I know the characters. Um, I'm talking about them like I know them, like to other people. So I need like the engagement, and that'll get me reading. And I feel like that's how I write. I like to put people in the
Mm,
room
okay,
so they
I
can
love that. I love
physically
that. Yeah,
feel like they're sitting in my head.
yeah. Marcia said, we probably got you nervous because your voice was going in and out.
Oh,
You back.
okay. That ain't me making my voice go in and out. That's this technology.
Hey, don't worry about it. I have the same issue all the time. But Steph said it did sound kind of low still.
Okay, so I talk low anyway.
Oh no, you fine. You get to chill for a second, but you better get ready to answer some of these questions. Let me see. It's
Okay.
gonna be a toss up between Tasha and Tracy. Depends on who's up first. Tasha, I'm seeing if you out there. I'm gonna pull you in. I need you to give me a thumbs up because I don't know your handler name on Instagram. Tootie, how you doing? Welcome to the show. If Tasha ain't up, what about Tracy? If them ain't up, then I'm gonna move on to Marsha because I know she up. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna bring Marsha in.
Okay.
This is one of the readers. She's currently out of St. Louis right now.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Your voice is still really low. It sounds like you're really far away from the microphone or something.
And she might be really nervous about all these
All
questions.
right. How?
I'm nervous.
Them ain't nervous.
This, she,
Can you hear me?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, I look a hot mess. I came over to my niece's house for the night and forgot my clothes and my makeup, and I was like, screw it, I don't care.
I
So,
mean, you feeling a little pigtails. That's good. That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Somebody told you to make sure you connect to the Wi-Fi.
Who?
Let me see.
Oh,
Lando, not you.
oh, okay.
Appreciate it. You right, appreciate it, Lando. We appreciate it. Okay. Marsha, you on deck for your questions.
All right. I have to know, why did she stay in a relationship so long with that dick? I'm sorry, but damn.
So she was in love. So when you're in love, you do
Stupid shit.
things that you
Stupid shit.
out of character. But I mean, so he gave her a lot. He kind of structured her lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
He structured, her thought process.
Mm-hmm.
She was trapped
That's
and she stayed, but she blamed it on love.
okay. Um, why in the hell did he keep killing the babies? I,
She
I
went, for, she went in for the gusto early.
get that right. I got to know.
So he didn't want to have a baby,
Well, that's
but
I,
he didn't want to lose his wife. So getting her pregnant was the easy part, but he just didn't want that type of lifestyle. He wanted her, but the baby was gonna cramp all that he had going on. So
mm, well, he's a
he said,
He's a dick for that. Sorry. Okay, so how do you feel about men fucking with other men on the DL? Is it the same as women with other women?
Whew.
She hit you
So,
with
okay. So, but you said, so men on the DL, how do I feel about it?
Yeah.
Um,
And is it the same as women with other women on the DL?
Honestly, I mean, it is the same. You got a dude with another dude who's not telling his partner or anybody else. You got a woman with another woman who's not making it, telling her partner or her spouse. Um, I'm not really cool with that. I mean, you do what you do, live your life, but I don't know. With that comes a whole lot of grief.
True that.
You get killed for that.
Right? Okay. All right. Yeah, I was just wondering how you felt about that. I mean, if you feel it being any different if it's two men or if it's two women.
So I think it's not necessarily people, it's society. So society will accept two women before they accept two men, especially if it's on the DL.
Right.
So it's
I was asking more from your perspective. What's your perspective?
well, so if I were dating someone or married to someone of the opposite sex and they were on the DL, again, it's that double standard. Because if I was a guy and my wife were doing it, I'd be like, well, can't she just join?
Right, right,
But if I'm a woman, I'm mad because my husband's sleeping with a dude, so I'm mad.
right,
But
right.
it's literally the same thing.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
yeah. Okay. All right. I have one more question for you. Was there any type of alternate ending you were thinking about for this book, or did you always have that one ending in your mind from the beginning?
That's a good question because I had like three,
Really?
and yeah. So I at first it was Wild, Sandra, Poison, Jackson,
Ooh,
revenge,
okay.
and the other one was Emmanuel got back at him in a more vindictive way, even though the way he got at him was kind of, but he, had somebody put hands on him.
Oh,
And I was like, I think the reason I chose this ending was because it didn't interrupt Sandra having her happy ending.
hmm.
She got what she wanted, and he got what he
Right,
deserved. So,
right. I was hoping Emmanuel was going to get a little bit more down and dirty there for a second.
like what? Like what?
Like you
I
said,
thought too.
maybe
Yeah.
add a little that alternate ending in there with the ending that you put in there, like kind of veer it off just for maybe a half chapter or a chapter of him getting the beat down that he so deserves, you know. And I'm just saying because Powerhouse deserves.
But Emmanuel is kind of suave though. He don't really get his hands dirty. He kind of.
Yeah. But he's
True.
messy too. That's gonna bring in one of my questions too.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. Well, that was the questions I had for you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for your support.
Oh, anytime. Your book was amazing. I think I read it in like 3 days. Yeah, I read it real quick. I love books, but when I get into a book, it goes by real fast for me. And now I'm waiting for a sequel here, which is when.
Okay. You and everybody else.
That's okay.
Y'all stop that.
I'm still waiting for a Leonardo sequel too. Well, his new book to come out that he's taken forever and a damn day for. So, but that's, yeah. Get on his ass about that, will you please? Because he's not listening to me. And then you can get on her ass about it. Get another sequel out there.
All
Okay?
right, hey, we thank you for calling in. I'm gonna buzz you out, but I appreciate your support and feedback always.
No problem. Bye, guys.
Mm-hmm. Man, I go up here and remove her. Oh, she know I remove herself, even better. Hey, check this out. I'm not gonna get into Emmanuel just yet, but I am gonna tell you a part of your book that made my mouth drop when I was reading. Because you know, when you get a book, you never know. You told me you was a lesbian. I was cool with it. But when I first met Emmanuel, I'm like, damn, she wrote about a dude. Twisted plot. But it was page 9 when he said, damn, that ass is tight like virgin pussy. Jackson firmly slapped his lover on the butt with an open hand. You want this calm inside you? Don't you? Yes. Say it. Come inside me. Say it. Come inside me. Jackson came inside the Commando Max condom. The room was dimly lit and the television was too loud. Jackson stepped on the black condom wrapper that was tossed aside, disregarded. He reached for the warm bottle of water that was knocked on the floor during his sexual charge. I don't come inside fabulous. And that threw me for a loop. I was like, what the fuck I'm reading now? Not that it bothered me, but I was like, okay, when I first met her, I wasn't expecting that. So what made you flip the script to add him cheating with a dude? All right. I mean, you don't have to go into the DL aspect, but what made you create a character instead of another woman?
So that particular part, um, so I had a friend who had some issues growing up with relatives and molestation and stuff like that. So the whole point of making him do that actually stemmed from that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because people would call him gay because he wanted to sleep with dudes, but he technically wasn't gay. So with Jackson, even though he had boyfriend or you know, male lover, he actually fought not to be considered gay.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want to be considered, you know, gay. So that's why he says things like, "I don't come in faggots." And
Yeah, I don't understand. And to address my second question, I can understand because, you know, Jackson, his uncle did him wrong at an early age. You know what I'm saying? What do you think that plays on a man that maybe been molested at an early age from when they do slide out to be on a DL or something or trying to hide their sexuality from another woman because of the trauma they experienced as a kid?
I mean, honestly, it so many things can like stem from that, but I think the people who hide it are more ashamed of what they'll be called than actually being molested.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's it's almost like that scarlet letter. If you know someone knows you were molested, and let's say you marry the opposite sex, they still kind of put that, just from speaking to someone when I was writing this book, they still put that stigma on you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, it's a hard question because I can't say that I have that
I
experience,
understand.
but so from just talking to someone who's been through it,
Mm-hmm.
I think the stigma is just from worried about what people would think as opposed to actually being molested. It's like they'd rather, you know, like they'd rather praise being a oversexed and degenerate than being just a person who was abused.
Mm. Okay, okay, I'm tracking. I'm tracking it. Um, Also, Sandra also had dick on the side. You think she was totally innocent?
And so now you're cutting out. What you say?
I said, Sandra, she also was on the side doing her thing. Was she innocent or in your aspect or was she just as wrong?
um, from my aspect, she was innocent, but she was still married. So if you look at the full picture, yeah, she did dirty too.
Okay.
But she was ready to go though, so I think that was her cracked door.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. And my next, since Emmanuel was so funny, do you think he'll have his own book one day?
So I don't know. I don't know. I've had people say they want a prequel or a sequel, and I just don't know. I haven't thought about it, but Stranger Things, I haven't.
But like I said, he was a funny character. I believe his character can produce his own book. That's something you could put on, your vision board one day. Be like, "Hey, I might get this guy a book one day. Don't have to happen anytime soon." Um, but it was great. So, how much energy does it take to please home and outside life?
How much energy does it take to please?
Home and the outside life.
Let me hold up. I can hear you. It sounds like you said home in the outside life.
I need
Let me
home.
scoot up.
The Sandra and anything that Powerhouse Jackson were doing on outside. How much energy does it take to please both places?
Um, to answer that, I would have to be speaking from experience, but I'm
Uh,
so I'm just gonna say the people that do that, I'm sure it doesn't take any energy at all. I'm sure it's like second nature.
oh, yeah.
But
I think they slow down when they get older, though.
you think
Yeah, because sometimes it's hard to move at a certain time and be smooth, but it's hard.
you speaking from
I'm
experience?
just saying, I just know it's hard to move. Hey, them joints locking up and everything. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Now remember, he was a kickboxer, so he was fit.
He might have had that stamina. He might have had that stamina. Hey, this thing is going on pretty cool. Yeah. Question. Tasha, are you on the air now? Give me a thumbs up with your handler name so I can pull you in. If not, I'm gonna go to the mystery question that I have from a special guest of yours. And if y'all, Tasha, Tracy, if you decide to join in, then I'll pull you in. Uh, mystery question number one. Do you think that a man can have sex with another man and not considered gay because he's married?
So I, I'm kind of guessing no,
Okay.
because let's say a man is married and he sleeps with a guy. But let's say it doesn't go both ways. Let's say he's a top and he doesn't, they don't do him. He only does, them.
I'm with you.
So,
I'm with you. Okay.
so my thing is, uh, I'm on the side of yeah, because if he's having sex with a guy, and he enjoys having sex with a guy, but he doesn't have the same joy with his wife, you might be a little bi or gay.
Okay.
But if you are having one dimensional sex with a guy and you have the same type of sex with your wife, he may just be freaky.
Okay. Okay. I understand. Now, remember, this is a mysterious woman asking these questions, so they getting a little deeper and juicy. Being a lesbian, speaking of yourself, or someone who chose to engage with the same sex, do you relate to Emmanuel or Jackson more?
um, I relate to, so I know Jackson was an asshole, but I relate to Jackson more. He's a little more cocky, a little more. I mean, Emmanuel was sure of himself, but I think Jackson was more just his whole demeanor. I don't consider myself to be as feminine as Emmanuel is.
Okay, okay, okay. Now, your books. I always talk about how big and large these men penises is. Do you have something against little dicks? We'll take five. We'll take five.
No, I don't have anything against little dicks. But the characters were cocky, so that aided in feeding their ego. Um, I think if they had little, if they had, I think it would have. Uh, I think the women would have had leverage on them.
Okay.
I mean, I know you've heard, maybe not you personally. I don't want to say, but I know how women can be cruel. You know, hashtag Nelly.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody is not.
They can. Especially if you're the type of guy to show up in the great sweatpants, they give them people hell, man. It's funny that you say that. I follow this dude on Instagram. I don't know, the Grooving Gorilla. He's a big muscle man that dance in the little muscle workout shorts. African dude. I don't know if you ever seen him, but he danced really well. But he's pretty muscular. And I just scrolled through the comment feeds, and the ladies gave that dude hell to all the muscles and nothing between his legs, no print. I'm like, that's really harsh. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like 30 comments back to back. You reading it. I'm like, damn, they take no remorse. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's his fault. He know what gray sweatpants mean. He had no business putting them on if he didn't. What you put them on for if you knew you wasn't?
Now, a couple of your questions about to ease up a little bit. Sandra depicted to be beautiful. Is she someone you would know or dated in your past?
Um, so all of my characters stem from uh, maybe someone I know, someone I've seen, maybe someone I actually created, just based on people I know. So I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay, I like that. Okay, it's a tough one. I'm gonna say answer this in third party from somebody that you might have known. Have you ever had an affair? That's third party speaking.
Um,
Third party, third party. You heard from a third party.
yeah, she ain't never did that. But you know what? Okay, so let me ask a question first.
Mhm.
What do you consider an affair? Is an affair only done when you're married? Can an affair be, between just some people dating?
I think only when you're married. I think.
Okay. So I can answer that in first person.
Okay. Yeah. I think when you're dating is, it's not the same. It's not the same outcome, not the same repercussions. Yeah, it's not the same. Marsha said both, but it's not the same. Yeah.
So what if, like, um, so then maybe it's the consequences that negate an affair. Like
Hmm.
if you, because I've learned that there's a such thing as an emotional affair.
That is true.
So
Hmm. Can you answer for both? Marsha asked.
um, I think I've had an emotional
Hmm.
affair. Definitely never had an affair as a married person.
Hmm.
So
Okay. Is an affair sexually only from? Um, Say,
Ah,
I'm just gonna spell her name out. She know, man, I don't want to mess up handle the name. I'm gonna say you. It seems like it's short for Eureka. I could be wrong, but it's an affair sexual only.
um, no, I don't think an affair is sexual only. Because again, you can have an emotional affair, and you can actually get some things emotionally from someone that you may be missing. So no, it's not just sexual.
Hmm. So my next question: if you was a character in the book, who would you be?
Ooh, I would be that store clerk that I wouldn't be none of the main characters. I'd be that store clerk that was messing with Susan. I wouldn't be.
Yeah, you want to be out the limelight. Okay, I got you. I got you. And you know what's funny? I think a lot of people don't understand that us as writers, we have a lot of elements and emotions. So sometimes we are shy and bashful. They don't get that, you know. But yeah, we really are. You know what I'm saying? So I was blushing last week, so it's your time this week. Um, so yeah, I'm enjoying it, you know. So it's a good thing. Now, last question for the mysterious woman. This book drags everybody's emotions all over the place. What traits from your characters was pulled from your personality?
um, Even though I'm low key, I would say the cockiness from Jackson, the also, uh, passive aggressive from Sandra. So I know that's an oxymoron, but it's a ton of things that create me and the characters. Even Jacob, I would say the nonchalant, but I got my eye on what I want. I think I pulled that from my personality.
Okay. Now, it was a question asked in the group. Why was the door red? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's symbolic, but please explain that.
Sure. So actually, in the beginning of the book, I actually explained that. So took a walk in the neighborhood with my girlfriend at the time, and we kept seeing these red doors. And we always like give people lives. Like, have you ever been to the store and you see somebody and you be like, they probably got like four dogs, and you just give them a life. And so we kept seeing these red doors, and I was like, man, it's probably some crazy stuff that go on behind these red doors. And literally, just like that, it stuck, the red door. And so I created a saying, but I didn't accredit it to myself. It just says old wives' tale about what it means when the red door is open.
Okay, okay, okay. Oh, I'm feeling that. Feeling that. Um, Still waiting on Tasha and Tracy. You might want to text them. But while I'm talking to them, do anybody that's watching this have any questions or would like to get buzzed in really quick to maybe ask a question? Only have to be about the book. It can be advice that you want to ask the author. If you do, just throw your hand up and I'll bring you in before we keep this show going. I don't want to leave y'all out, because sometimes I can miss your question when it's scrolling up the feed. So any kind of scenario about living a double life or thinking that you can just give a woman money and do whatever you want, if you got any opinion or thoughts there, feel free. We'll bring you in real quick. Um, but man, I truly love the book. It was really good. Page 121, your book, when Jackson found out that Sandra was cheating, and this goes for most men, uh, they can't stomach the fact that they woman was cheating. So why do you think men feel that way?
I think, for one, I think when a dude is really into his woman.
Mm-hmm.
Um, even if he's the most loving dude ever, there's a small part of him that clings to the control.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be he texts and she texts right back, I love you back. And for Jackson, he had the ultimate control because he pretty much did what he wanted to do, and he still had the love of his wife. Like, so when a part of her was infiltrated by another guy, all of that control just kind of ashes in his hands. So he was like, so not only
Okay.
is she, free,
Okay.
she's
I'm about to bring in a special guest. He threw his thing up. I'm gonna share this like K. I hate these handlers. I don't want to mess it up. We're gonna say K Creation. She ready for book 3, Vonne. Um,
uh-oh.
yeah, yeah. So let me get ready to bring in another special guest to ask you a question.
Oh, I'm working on it too, by the way.
Uh, Mr. Lux, I can't bring you in. You gotta. It won't let me invite you. I don't know if you're on your phone or a tablet or something. Let me see. Can I get you in here? I don't know if it's gonna let you in. I'm trying to get you in there, but it won't let me go in. Yeah, it won't let you in for some reason. Maybe I don't know what your options is, but I can't put you in as a moderator. It might knock me out, but so we'll get you in there though. But you can ask your question. You can type it. And we'll get it in there. But the invite button is grayed out. I think you and Stephanie got the same issue. So uh, yeah. So I think the viewers is really quiet tonight. I mean, I know they got a lot of feedback they want to have. Transplant save more books. So yeah. Well, I'm gonna read one of Tasha's questions, I guess, or Tracy. I don't know, because I don't know what maybe they got scared. But one of these questions is, what inspired you to write The Red Door, and how long did it take?
Um, Actually, well, it took a little over a year,
Mm-hmm.
actually. The idea of the book is actually years old, but the inspiration was not singular. It was just me finally addressing what I really want to do, and that's right. So if it hadn't been the red door, it would have been one of my other ideas. So the inspiration is just answering a call that I've been ignoring, sending the voicemail all this time, just answering the hunger of me wanting to write.
Okay. We already asked you, did you feel like you was a character in the book? So I'm gonna skip that one. Do you know anyone personally living a red door life?
I do not, but when the book came out, uh, someone sent me a link. There was a senator who was going to jail for doing the exact same thing. So that was weird. Like he was giving his mistress an abortion pill, and she didn't know, putting it in her drink. Yeah, Google it. Google it.
Okay,
And so I had no idea.
okay, I'm gonna move it.
Book came out before his issue.
That's another good one. How has becoming an author changed your life?
Um, Actually, it just fed, like I said, it just fed a hunger. So if that's an enhancement, it's enhanced my life. I want to do much more with it,
Mm-hmm.
but um, I don't know. It gives me happy vibes
Okay.
to
Now, this is a question you probably think I was gonna ask when I was looking on your bios and social media. You also has another talent. Can you tell the viewers about it?
um, so I'm working on a show. We'll just say a show, um, and that's
So that's a secret.
that's my.
That's a secret.
It's not necessarily a secret, but it's in the works. So when it gets closer to birthing time, then I will share a little more with everybody.
I love that. I love that. Okay, okay. How do you prepare yourself to write?
I just write.
I like that.
Sometimes I'm in quiet, complete quiet. TV's on, but it's muted. Um, and I just literally zone out.
Yeah, yeah.
Complete. I know a lot of people need music, but I'm like complete,
You zone
like
that.
silence.
Okay, okay, okay. Are there any limits that you or that you won't write about, or anything that'll stop you from writing?
No topic is safe. I'll write about anything.
Okay. Mr. Transplant would like to know how much research goes into writing your book.
Um, Lots, hours and hours, especially if I am writing about a place, a city, a state, a condition, um, like with Jackson. Um, I research everything.
Mm-hmm.
So everything you write down to colors on the wall.
Okay.
If I'm creating a city and I want it to be parallel, yeah, hours and hours
I,
to
yeah, that's
create
a
that
lot.
feel.
Okay.
You know.
Also, this guest would like to know, are you willing to write children books in the future?
Um, so I haven't really thought about children's books. Um, I'm guessing that's a possibility, but I don't have it on the forefront of what I plan to do. I've edited a children's book that someone wrote, but as far as writing one,
Hmm. Okay. One of our viewers would like to know what inspires you to be a writer.
um, actually, when I was in kindergarten, actually first grade, I used to read to the kindergartners, and I had a report due, and my teacher, first grade, read it and was like, "This is really good." Actually, reached out to my mom and everything, and was like, "You should nurture that." And I don't know, I just had a way with words, so they said, and it was just something I always wanted to do.
Okay.
I was into reading books, like I would read at least maybe 4 books a week.
Dang.
So
I mean,
yeah.
that's pretty good to be in kindergarten because I was sniffing glue up, pouring it on my hands, trying to peel my skin off. So you were,
I did that too. I wasn't reading 4 books in first grade. I'm just saying, as I got older, I fed the monster, the literary monster.
okay, somebody, a friend would like to know you invest a lot of time in your writing and you're married with a family. How do you find balance to do all that?
How do I find
Yeah,
balance?
to do all that, the writing, being married, investing in time as, entrepreneur, things like that.
Um, so my wife has a business, so we both uh, cater to that. We come in the middle. Family is always first. So we started to do things to, you know, care for that, like family movie night, or we go out, or just on any random day, we're just silly around the house. So we always create space for family. It used to be a struggle, but when we started fighting for the same team, it worked out.
Okay, okay. Um, you have been married for a while. What has that been like for you? If you feel like answering it, I know that's personal.
I mean, my wife says it's not for the faint at heart. I don't know if she means being married to me or marriage itself, but I think it's all good. I wouldn't just tell people, yeah, you should go get married, but I think you, you're not willing to fight, or you're not willing to grow.
Okay.
Just
Now, do you see yourself writing a book about yourself in the future?
I don't know if I'm that interesting.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Now, do you have like a favorite scene? You don't have to read it, but a favorite scene that you love in this book?
Um, my favorite scene is when Jackson is finally broken down.
Hmm.
Um, he's in the bathtub and it's dark, and reality is having a conversation with him or reprimanding him. Um, that part of the book mirrored what I was going through at that time. So when I wrote The Red Door, I was writing for my life, so to speak. We had some stuff going on, so it was a gang of emotions and everything that went into that book. So that scene is actually one of my
Okay, okay. Um, did we ever get Tracy on the line? Because I'm not too sure who question I asked, Tasha or Tracy, but I just would like to know. I don't know if they got scared. Maybe
favorite. Maybe they scared.
they can ask these questions in the dark. I just would like to pull them in. If they out there, they want to pop up. I know one guy is still trying to get up in here, but his I can't invite him. Maybe some other people can tell me why his page is like Rena. I can't invite you. Do you know why your page say I can't invite you? Maybe I can spread the love to Mr. Lutz that's trying to get in here so bad. I really don't know. But if it say I can't invite you, I can't invite you. I don't know why. But maybe somebody more Instagram savvy than me. But I just can't invite you. It's grayed out. So I don't know. So I'm gonna continue with the next set of questions and keep it rolling. Yeah. Let me see. Huh, to be honest, I don't know. Maybe I have asked quite a few. Okay, so my next question is, how how important is book reviews to you and the way you
Uh,
share books?
it's very important. Book reviews are like finding lost money to an author
I like that. Okay.
because that's what actually helps the money. So I always try to tell people, hey, if you read it, leave a review, even if I give them a book that they didn't pay for. Hey, just leave a review.
Yeah.
But it's hard. I don't know why it's so hard. People don't like leaving.
Well, don't feel bad. It's just the way it is. I go through famous people reviews. Sometimes they don't get a lot of reviews, but they shit is out there. Or maybe, and that's another thing to help me. You know, sometimes I go through a famous person book, and it might be two or three bad reviews out there. But I'm like, yeah, but they still pressing on. So that helped me over time to be like, shit, fuck them all. You know what I'm saying? Just you can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can't please everybody. Because I tell people, they used to always question me. They be like, well, why don't you re-edit your first book? Shit. Mm-mm. When I wrote it, editor fired me. I'm leaving it like it is because it was my testimony book, and it makes it so bad. That's the book I got more reviews on. Everything else that's structured grammarly, I ain't even got that many reviews. I'm like, well, I just need it right, like rugged. Because, I looked at that thing, I'm like, damn, a lot of reviews on this book. I know them typos like all over the place, but it was a lesson learned. So and I tell people all the time, I'm not gonna go back and revamp that book. It is what it is. That helped me to start writing better and helped me doing other books when people start liking it. Plus, that's too much work. I ain't got time to go up and down. It's out there, leave it out there. What I usually do, I just discount it for folks. So when I sell books, they're like, why are you selling it? I said, well, I know, I'll discount that one book sometimes, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But they get hooked on it. They get hooked on it. But yeah, reviews is very powerful. And like I said, with this show, if I can find one or two people to read your book that you've never known, then that's a goal that I am thankful for. So like when I first met you, I said, well, I'm starting this little thing. I don't know what is going on with it, but I'm looking for all types of authors, so, and I'm glad it took you a while, but we got it together. We got it together. My other question is, what advice do you have for upcoming writers?
Research, write the book.
Mm-hmm.
I get people who they may not leave a review, but they'll hit me up and ask me stuff about the book and about writing. So my advice is that just go for it. Just
Mm-hmm.
don't overthink it. Just do it.
Okay.
But research, and you'll be fine. Like if I could tell my younger self that, there's no telling what how many books I would have right now. But to anyone who wants to write a book, I would definitely say research. There's a lot of authors, but there's not a lot of writers. There are some authors who um, maybe shouldn't quit their day job. However, I still think, there's always room for improvement. I'm always looking for ways to improve. So, but research is a part of that. So I would definitely, that's my core advice.
Okay, 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 okay. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. What else do I have? I'm saying my viewers got anything because I don't want to be too picky, you know. 'Cause I don't think they understand the drama. I'm going back to Emmanuel because to me, this dude was funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this dude here. I mean, let me see. I gotta go back in here and I gotta share my little excerpt that I need because it be some funny shit. I love funny shit. I love sexual books, funny shit. Uh, Let me see. Where I'm at. Cause oh yeah, yeah. In this page, he had a picture of Powerhouse Jackson's wife Sandra when she was in her lingerie Victoria's Secret teddy, and he bought the same exact teddy. And when old dude walked in, I'm just gonna go into it, okay. Um, I don't have to force you to fuck me. You know what? Fuck it. Here we are, face to face. Jackson threw his hands up. Why won't you leave me alone? Darling, isn't it obvious? I'm a woman scorned. You blackmail me, won't keep me, so what is the point in all this? Emmanuel sashayed from the door to the couch and sat there. Sat down. Fair enough. However it is. Not about you, but love. Then what is it about? You can't be this dense because if you are, then you're just another pretty face with a hard body and an amazing piece of ass. Have a nice life. And then she started going in there, what he did, and started like getting ugly and shit, taking pictures of dudes, trying to send it to Sandra and shit. That shit was grimy as hell. So, man, so they have to get on up in there, dude. He was determined, to get what he had. But my other question is, and I missed this, let's talk about Jacob. But Jacob wanted Sandra, even though he was working with Powerhouse Jackson. Do you think he was wrong to be plotting on uh, Sandra and behind, Powerhouse Jackson, even though he knew he wasn't doing them? I'm saying, you think he moved in for the kill?
He did, and he won, didn't he?
He wanted.
So I don't think he was wrong. What was wrong was Jackson blackmailing him with a VHS tape.
Yeah,
But
it was, so, so
no, I think Jacob saw an opportunity, and
he ran with it.
that was gonna be the last
Yeah,
one.
and he was a little flashy too, sending him pictures of them at the park and everything, sharing ice cream. I'm like, oh, dude, letting them know. He was letting them know. Now, my next question is, where can people find you at on social media? I always tell people you can feel free to type it in the comments because everybody ain't going to catch it if we start naming all these social media. So if you would like to type in your comments sections, that's free too.
So it's simple. Author Vonne Tubbs on Facebook and Instagram. I'm on Twitter, but I mean Twitter I'm not as active, so they can definitely find me in those two places.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great. And before I ask my final question, viewers, do y'all have anything else? Let me see, can I pull Mr. Lex in? Because he's still, I'm gonna try to pull him in as a moderator and see what happens. I hope I don't knock myself out. I'm gonna be mad at him. I don't think I can pull him in as a moderator. It looks like he only can, view comments and stuff. So, but I was trying, man. You might have to type the question. Hey, his question's so deep that he probably ain't got time to type. He trying to get on in there. He might have to borrow somebody's phone or something. I don't know. I'm about to bring him back and bring you back again so he can ask these questions. My question is, do you have any questions for me?
Hmm. So I do have one that I like to ask authors. If you start a book and you bored with that book, do you finish that book?
Um, I would have to, even if it's gonna take me a minute. Um, I just feel that if I finish it, maybe it'll be for somebody, even though I might not think it might not be my best work. But who knows? It might be good, or that might be the book that pushed you over the top, the one that you hate the most, the right. And I just say, don't rush it. Just finish it whenever you can, because you never know. And once again, I was on James Patterson, looking at his review. I watched Tyler Perry play, what's the damn cop name? Shit, I don't know. Shit. Alex Cross. But you know how many people hate that first book, even though it was made into, no, it wasn't Alex Cross. It was still Alex Cross, but it was Morgan Freeman played in it too. I can't think of it, but hold on, I do got my thing up. But I think you need to finish it because you never know. Uh, Alone Came a Spider. That's the name. But
Okay.
yeah, a lot of people didn't like it, but it made it to the movie. So I think you just have to figure out. Maybe you need to write something as you write now and just give it a little bit of love. Like the little flower that needs the bloom, and go with it. I'm struggling with a book now. Not that I don't like it, but I'm dissecting my characters, and that's why Marsha be like, "Man, you need her to write that damn book." It ain't that I don't like it, 'cause I mean, sometimes I do struggle with this book. I believe it's gonna be something beautiful once I finish. So my advice is to, yeah, because you got to give it to, or you need to give it to somebody else. you know, yeah, be like, hey, this is where I started. Maybe a new writer be like, hey, this is where I'm starting. Maybe I can guide you along with this book. Then we'll be mad if this motherfucker go win an Oscar because they don't turn it into a movie. So I guess you just gotta finish it. It came to you for a reason, so you gotta finish it.
I have to say though, I try to finish all the books, and if it takes me more than a few months to get back to the book,
You're scrapping?
I don't scrap the book, but I have to start over. I have to start over
Okay,
because
okay.
maybe my mindset, I don't know, but there are some books that I was like, I struggled to get through, and I'm like, I always ask authors, do you finish them? But
Now that's deep now because you might be throwing away a lot of good material.
not my stuff,
Okay, okay,
but
okay. Hold on. I just can't, as an author, I can't see myself scrapping. I hate when I lose poems on my hard drive or something, so I know I can't scrap a book.
well, I have scrapped the book that I've written. I have scrapped, yeah, because whatever vibe I'm going for, that's why this third book is giving me the blues because I have a mindset that I want to stick with. And when I start to, veer off, I don't want it to be okey doke. So
Hmm.
I have to get back in alignment with what I want
Have
to
you,
do.
have you ever thought about finding another author you might like, and maybe y'all can tag team it?
Um, with writing,
Yeah.
um, I would love to collaborate collaborate with another author. The books that I birthed here, though,
Yeah.
I'm greedy.
Well, you just gonna consider that book that you struggled with more of a baby that's just waiting to get delivered. It's just taking a long time. You know, he'll come. He'll come. I think he will. I think he will. But other than that, this show has been amazing. I had a wonderful time. It's been a pleasure meeting you. Again. Hopefully when I'm in your area, I'll link up with you. And y'all do have a coffee shop on Tuesdays or Mondays up there. I seen on the internet. It's by the campus up there. Hey Pookie, how you doing? And they do coffee house poetry up there. Um, it's up in Huntsville. I'm not too sure how often they do it, but they be having a nice vibe up there. So yeah, you might want to check it out. You know. I think it'd be good for you, just to get out there. But it's called the Coffee House. They having different things popping up there. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to check it out. You but everybody say they're waiting, I guess, on all your future books. And that's pretty much it. Before I leave, I need to see was I able to get him on there. He's still grayed out. I can't get him on there. I tried. I really tried to get him on the show, right? Because you need to meet him. You need to meet him. You know what I'm saying?
Tell him to hit me up.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna share your profile with him. He's a dope brother. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing great things. Well, other than that, the viewers, y'all don't have anything. We're gonna close out this live feed. We're gonna let y'all go rest tonight. We'll be back again another month. I always say, if y'all know any other authors, hey, refer them to me. I'll read their books as well. And we'll plug in to keep networking. So get ready to Red Door. Please go to Amazon, leave a review, good read, share with your friends. And I always tell people we gotta stop trafficking books. That means that's my little coin. I said we trafficking books because we get it for free, but we ain't leaving any reviews. So if my sister, read your book, said it's good, what's the damn review at here? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, So but they say keeping up the good work out there. Please stay inspired. Don't give up with your dream. And everything gonna come to pass. I thank you for coming to the Cunnilingus Corner. Where we kept it wet. We dived into your pages. Everybody had input and thoughts. So you had an orgy tonight. So you can go smoke a cigarette or drink some wine or something. We had a reading orgy. Yeah, yeah. But other than that, I'm gonna close out this show. The viewers, I thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate everything. And I'm definitely gonna be hitting y'all up again. So y'all be safe, blessed, and peace.